All right, boys and girls, welcome back. So right now you should be turned to page 23. So you'll see the number 23 at the bottom of your page. And just like always, I'm going to start and I'm going to read you a story because in our math, it's all about learning how what we know and what we do in math, how it applies to our real life. And so we're going to, as I read you the story, we're going to draw a picture. So I'll read it to you once, and then the second time through, we'll draw a picture together. Today's going to be a little bit harder, so I'm more than happy to do it with you. And we're going to draw a picture to show our thinking. So here it goes. Our class had 4 pumpkins. On Monday, Marta bought 1 more pumpkin. How many pumpkins did our class have on Monday? So that's the first part you have to think about. The next part is, on Tuesday, Beto bought 1 more pumpkin. How many pumpkins did our class have on Tuesday? So you have to think about what they had on Monday and now what they have since they added another. Then on Wednesday, Shay bought 1 more pumpkin. How many pumpkins did our class have on Wednesday? Draw a picture and write the number sentence to show your thinking. What do you notice about what happened each day? If this pattern continues, how many will our class have on Friday? So this is like the challenge right here. I'm gonna put a little star next to it. And I'm curious to see who's going to be able to figure that one out on your own. But I will work through these top steps with you right now. So let's go ahead and together we're going to draw our thinking. So our class, so right now you should have your pencil ready and you should be getting ready to draw with me. Our class had 4 pumpkins. So I'm going to give us 4 pumpkins. Here's 1, bleep, 2, and I'm not a super great drawer. It doesn't matter. I'm just showing my thinking. 3, and 4. Okay, there's my 4 pumpkins. On Monday, so here's my 4. This is what the class has. So I'm going to write class right here. And in math, it's a really good idea to kind of label your thinking too. So this is what the class has, right? On Monday, Marta bought 1 more pumpkin. Okay, so I'm going to write Marta because I want to know. Marta bought 1 more pumpkin. So I'm going to put this one here. So if they had 4 and then Marta bought 1 more, I want you to think really quick. How many do they have now? Let's add them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plus 1 more is going to give us 5. So I'm going to write a number sentence below. 4 plus 1, plus this one right here, equals 5. Okay. On Tuesday, Beto bought 1 more pumpkin. So I'm going to have to do a picture of that too. So I'm going to write Beto's name so I can label it. So I wrote Marta's name before, I wrote the class. Now I'm going to write Beto. I need to draw his pumpkin. So Beto bought 1 more. How many pumpkins did our class have on Tuesday? Now there's 2 ways to think of it and to solve this. 1, you can just add these up starting with 1. But some people, they're like, I don't need to do that. There's another way to do it. And I'm going to stop and I'm going to give you a chance to think. What's another way that you could add these up without starting at the beginning? I know that at the beginning the class had 4 and Marta had 1 and together I had 5. Now I don't have to start back at 1. I can just start at 5 because I know Marta had 5 and I'm going to add on 1 more for Beto. 5 plus 1 equals, what does 5 plus 1 equal? If you're thinking 6, you are right. Give yourself a little pat on the back. All right. Then on Wednesday, Shay, she's the last one, Shay brought one more pumpkin. Oh gosh. So now I need to put Shay's name down too. So it's right here, S-H-E-A, and she brought one more. There we go. So think again. Do you have to start? Oh, I'm sorry. And that says, how many did our class have on Wednesday? Okay. So if on Tuesday we had 6, and then Shay brought one more, I want you to try to write the number sentence that's going to come next. So think about it. Okay. If we had 6 here with Beto, and then we added one more for Shay, 6 plus 1 equals, what does it equal? If you thought 7, you are right. So our class had 7 on Wednesday. What do you notice about what happened each day? Think about that. There's a pattern. So thinking about the pattern, which I am not going to share with you, I am hoping that you're going to think of that yourself. Thinking about the pattern, and if we had 7 on Wednesday, how many will we have on Friday? And I want you to share this. If you are up for the challenge, I want you to share this with me and just keep doing your extension. And when you turn it in, you can write it in the comments, you can say it, you can take a little video of yourself saying it. But I want to know how many pumpkins there were on Friday. So, all right, now we're going to turn our page. So I'm going to tell you a little secret. In math, there are lots and lots of different ways to get a number. Tons. Some of us, we start by ones and count each time. Some of us have learned how to count on. If you don't already know how to count on, you will learn that this year. So don't worry. All right, so what we're going to do is over here on this page, I'm going to draw a tree. I love trees. Just so you know this about Mrs. B, I love trees. I love trees so much that I have a tree upstairs in my hallway, and it has all my family pictures all over it. All right, I want you to draw your tree. And then right now, I want you to hit the pause button, that's the little arrow, and I want you to go and find 6 pennies if you don't already have them. So I want you to have 6 pennies. So pennies, let me grab mine, I'm gonna show you. So I'm gonna say 1, 2, oops, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 pennies. And I am going to pretend that these pennies are apples on my tree, because I can't show you the apple page that goes along with this, but I think this is a little funner anyways. Okay, so this is going to be my apples on my tree. Now let me spread my book out really quick. I want to make sure you can all see this. Awesome. Okay, there we go. All right, so today what we are going to practice are different ways to make 6. So there are a ton of ways, but we need to make sure that we always start with our 6 apples. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and remember, this right here says blank plus blank, and then this one says blank plus blank. The 2 blanks right here, these are going to be our parts. And remember, we have our parts, and this is our whole. Now, sometimes the number bond sits up. It's straight up. You'll see this big box up at the top. But they're trying to trick us, so don't let them fool you. They just turned it to the side. These part lines still go, and they touch your whole. So just don't let that get you. All right, so now you can do this any way you want, but I'm going to just walk you through it. And I'm going to take my pennies and I'm going to divide them into 2 groups. So remember, these are my apples. And the directions say, use the apple picture to help you write all the different ways to make 6. So I'm going to take some of these and I'm going to put 2 of these over here. So I have 2 apples maybe off the tree and I have 4 that are on. So for my first part, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. They're still on the tree. So 4. And then I have 2, 1, 2 that are down at the bottom. So I'm going to put this over here at the other part. Now, one of the things that I want to show you is, this is a trick and it's kind of a cheat. So there is, you have your 4 plus 2, but I still altogether have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I always have 6. So I'm just going to come over here. I know I have 6 right here. So 6 is going to go in my hole. But what if I looked at it differently? What if I looked at how many parts were on the ground and how many were in the tree? How many would I have then? So I have 2 on the ground, so I'm going to put that here. And these guys just switch sides. Look at that. And then I have 4 in the tree. 1, 2, 3, 4. They look like different number sentences. They just switch sides. So 4 plus 2 equals 6, and 2 plus 4 equals 6. So 6 is my whole. And then in your parts box, it's not going to matter however you want to do it, but we need to have a 2 and we need to have a 4. You can put a 4 at the top or a 4 at the bottom. It doesn't matter. All right. So now I'm going to put all my apples back up in the tree. And I need to find another way to make 6. So I still have my 6 apples because that's what they want me to have. So let's count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to put that just in my hole right away. There you go. Right? And so now I got to split them up again. So if I take some, I'll take these guys. I'll put these on the ground. Now I want you to look. How many apples are still on the tree? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in my number bond right now. So I got 3. How many are on the ground? 1, 2, 3. How many do I have all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now let's look over here at our parts. So this is a part right here. So I have 3. 3 plus, 3 is my other part. So 3 plus 3 equals 6. What if I switch them, which is kind of silly because it's the same number. Then we have 3 plus 3. So no matter what way you look at it, 3 plus 3 is going to equal 6. I want you to use your 6 pennies, and I want you to finish this one, and I want you to finish this one. You need to come up with 2 different ways to make 6. So what is another 2 ways that you can do to make 6? So use your pennies, but you can't use 2 and 4, and you can't use 3 again. All right, guys. And when you're done, hold this up and take a picture of it. And we're going to be done for the day. I hope you enjoyed our math lesson.